Hey everyone, Wanderbots here, and welcome back to Red Faction Mechageddon. I like this. I like this section way more than, like, even the running and gunning, though I do think this thing needs a massive Hammerfist or something. Like, wouldn't it be cool if they incorporated the fist into the mech design? Well, not the fist, the hammer. Like, I would be so happy about that. Because here's the thing, the mech is, I mean, ostensibly more powerful, yes, than Darius himself. But
can we cut through this building?
Yes, but there is a high density of hostile creatures inside.
There's a high density of hostile creatures everywhere, Sam.
But like, when it comes down to it, I don't know, the mech doesn't seem so overtly, like, broken that I am not having fun. In fact, I'm having a lot of fun just running around, like, football charging my way through enemies.
The music here is different.
The music in this game is actually really good.
I'm just listening to the little doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
Well, it felt like it was chime music or something backwards.
Jake, we're gonna meet at the bar at 4. Hudson and I are gonna be there early to help set up, so if you want to give us a hand, feel free. Tara's supposed to bring a noob around 4:30. And please, try to keep this quiet. I know how hard it is for you to keep a secret. See you soon, buddy.
Do you think he was going to propose to his girlfriend, Tara?
Oh, probably. Let's just football charge into that thing. I like the football charging in this game. Like, I guess I was just complaining about the lack of the hammer, but the football charges are, I don't know, I would
Maybe
say...
it was just a birthday party.
Yeah, who knows?
Because why would you go to a bar?
I think it was one of those where he didn't want, like, everybody showing up to just celebrate a little bit.
I see.
Like...
Approaching the Red Faction barracks.
I haven't been in here since I left the RF.
I would say it's one of those where, say if you're just going to have, like, a get-together with friends or, like, you know, just small amounts of loved ones, you wouldn't really want your, like, party boy, boozer, friend, best friend, brother, whatever, to suddenly show up with, you know, a butt ton of random boozer dudes that really have nothing to do, that are suddenly expecting drinks on the house and weird stuff like that. Like, I would be pissed.
Where are you?
Trying to stay alive!
We need to get out of these damn caves.
Can you meet me at the surface elevator?
I think so. Yeah.
Go!
It's up above.
I'll be right behind you!
There we go. I also like the fact that the rocket's home, so I can just, like, use it to room clear a little bit.
Get to the elevator!
Okay! Get to the chopper! Your Arnold impression is a little lacking.
Sorry, I can say it better.
You need more
other ways.
muscles.
Sorry.
You need more muscle.
I'll be back. Bach. No, you have to have the ah. I don't know. German's hard.
Yeah, a solid German accent is a tough thing to do. You just blow up the platform and go down from here. Did I blow it up? Yeah, I did.
Well, also, he's not even German. He's Austrian.
Close enough, honestly. Like, yes, they are completely separate, but historically, they were one country or almost one country in the...
I thought there were a bunch of barbaric tribes.
Well,
first.
Everyone was a barbaric tribe at first.
At least to the Romans.
Well, no, even the Romans were a barbaric tribe before they settled wherever... I should have just football charged through him, honestly. Oh well. But...
Well, the thing is, the Germanic peoples were still barbaric tribes when the Romans were at their peak. Though their numbers were too great.
Which is kind of a shame because, like, as cool as it is that the Mongols, like, conquered everything, they really did screw it up for a lot of people. Same thing with the Turks.
A lot of men died here. Good men.
The Mongols?
There is.
I thought we were talking about the Huns.
No. Maybe it was the Huns?
Hun that was giving them trouble.
Okay. But, like, the problem with Rome falling and stuff is...
They were dividing their forces between the two sides of the empire.
Yeah.
East and the west.
We're almost there. How you holding up?
Doing fine.
I need you to get that elevator running.
Why? What's on the surface that's so important?
We need to get back to that drill site. The job was a setup.
By who?
Adam Hale.
Hale? But he's...
Apparently not.
This just keeps getting worse.
I guess that makes sense why people wouldn't be out looking for Hale.
Darius, the elevator's ready when you are.
Good.
Don't keep me waiting.
That was fast. She fixed that elevator right up quick. Upgrade. Did I get it? I got it. Awesome.
Well, I mean,
There's probably
I suppose
stuff
we
up
gather
there.
scrap for a living and try to sell
Alright,
it.
there's shit in my way. I don't like...
Does something bleed?
There was probably a corpse.
Aw.
Sorry. I'm not the most conscientious of visitors.
Is this their version of jail?
Yes, probably. Where am I even going? Oh, I'm...
Elevator to the surface.
Where the heck I guess I'm going the wrong way. Maybe there's just, like, loot and weapons in here. Oh... I don't even know what that thing is. It's supposed to be... Whatever. Yeah.
There's...
Oh, maybe I was supposed to go through the jail and I've actually succeeded without realizing I was doing it. Yep, looks like I did. The other nice thing about the mech suit is it can pick up stuff on the second floor without trying. Which I enjoy, personally. But, one other thing that I guess I keep trying to skirt back to about, like, features the game should have. I like the fact that this game has destructible environments that you can repair. But I was playing Sleeping Dogs, of course. That's one of the other series I'm running. If you watchers haven't seen that. Actually, Michelle, you haven't seen that. Weird.
Part of it. I've seen... I've had to look over your shoulder numerous times.
That's true.
Of course, I have to remain silent.
But that game has a lot of features that most other games don't have, and that makes me very sad. Because, for example, that game has slow-mo while shooting, but only when you're vaulting over cover, which honestly seems kind of fake, but at the same time, I think it's a much cooler way of handling a lot of things. I'm supposed to go back down?
I think I'm still fonder of sci-fi and fantasy as a genre.
Yeah, but even then, like...
I'm not really much into all these thug culture games that are coming out.
Yeah, I still liked that one for a lot of reasons, but the gameplay in it...
Guys in here didn't stand a chance.
The prisoners were incarcerated for a reason.
Still, didn't deserve this.
The gameplay is often one of the main reasons why I play a game, and if it's got, like, really cool features that you don't even know about when going into it, it makes it even cooler. So for this one, I didn't even really know much about their, like, geomod destructible environment system up until we really got into it and I started breaking stuff. And it's like, oh, that's actually really cool and enjoyable.
I mean, no matter how good the gameplay is for some games, there are just
There's no saving
instances-
certain games, yeah.
Well, there's instances where I wouldn't consider being a criminal that tortures people.
Yeah, Grand Theft Auto 5 has issues that I did not know
Also,
about.
it's just extremely misogynistic.
Yep. There it is. That's what I'm trying to kill.
But we don't really need to highlight that. The internet's already all over it.
Well, and we're going to get a lot of people that will disagree with us heavily based on their sheer love for the Grand Theft Auto series. Which, I mean, I don't disagree with. They are good games at their core.
No, it's a little demeaning to be a girl and seeing that there are games being released where women are essentially objectified into nothing and are, you know, prostitutes to throw money at, or
it would be
people to
potentially
mess up.
more fun if you asked me if they had, like, an alternate version, or, like, you could make... I guess the kind of Saints Row style...
Alternate version? What do you mean?
Well,
just
like,
make a better game that doesn't have any of that in it.
I was gonna say just, like, female characters are, like, equally playable, and instead of having, like, the 3 characters that they had set up...
But do you know what they said in response to, oh, why didn't you make one of them female?
Hmm?
They said that they wouldn't be masculine enough
Well,
for the story.
to be fair, unfortunately games like Grand Theft Auto have a very low demographic for women, which is, I mean, makes sense considering they keep doing shit like this, but I don't know. It's kind of one of those self-fulfilling
I just kept hearing
prophecies.
things about there being billboard advertisements and other things where it's like, women should be used as urinals for men. Like,
Kablamo.
disgusting.
And I thought I said we weren't going to talk about this. We have no self-control.
No, I know.
I like the rockets in this
It's why
game.
I'm iffy about playing Fable 3 with you, because you, or at least I have seen on the internet things about, oh, your dog can dig up
Condoms. Yeah.
I don't even want to
Used
say
condoms.
that word. Ew. What?
Yeah, that is super
Used?
gross. Yeah. Well, why else would you find... Oh, maybe they're not used. I don't know.
Yeah, because I thought that you were supposed to
Yeah, that would be
use
super
them.
super gross if you could find used condoms underground.
Tell me you heard that.
Yeah,
That's
it's not the
terrible.
first time.
Either
What was
way.
it?
I don't know, but I got a bad feeling I'm about to find out.
How can I help?
Just get that elevator ready to go. Sam, give me some good news.
I'm detecting a rather large heat signature, but it's unclear whether it's one creature or several.
How is that good news?
Do you know what's the grossest thing?
Oh.
The only place I've seen them, parking lots.
Yeah.
Why parking lots? I do not know.
You know what makes me incredibly sad?
What?
We
You have
gotta-
to leave your mech suit
We
behind?
gotta leave my precious mech suit behind. It
Goodbye.
also kind of confuses me because the guns and the rockets are all on one hand, so the other hand is mostly useless. I still think this game has one of the more fun, like, mech suit style gameplay, whatever. Alright, do I have the next tier? Not yet. There are more tiers after this. Weird. Nonsense. Alright, what else do we got? So we got Chelle. Shockwave boost, why not?
Yeah.
Whatever. Berserk. Okay.
I've liked their portrayal of Kara so far, even though she hasn't really had much of a
She's
role.
pretty much a non-character. Alright, audio log.
Let's see.
We just left them there. Dozens of people waiting for rescue, relying on us, and we just drove away. Left them to die. Every time I close my eyes, I can see their faces. Angry, confused, desperate. I can't get those goddamn faces out of my head.
What, so the Red Faction just ditched?
Looks like it.
Ah! Someone's legs!
I was kind of oh,
Good news. The heat signature is only one creature.
Sam, I'm gonna melt you down for salvage.
So, that guy just swallowed someone
Over
whole.
there.
Not right now.
A behemoth.
no. I like the fact that there's a dodge roll in this game, even if it seems largely pointless.
Do you know what's sad?
What?
When there's a
I wanna
correct
see if I can kill this
pronunciation
thing.
for the name of some sort of creature, and you like the sound of the other pronunciation that's incorrect. For
What?
instance, these are supposed to be behemoths, but I really like the sound of behemoth.
I guess? See, I like Behemoth better.
I
But
like behemoth.
I don't.
What?
No, it sounds weird. I'm trying to...
Maybe that's just because that's the way I used to say it.
Yeah,
That's
oh
you
god.
big ugly bastard.
Oh, hey, it died.
Sam, which way's the elevator?
Why, do you have a word that you want to share that you thought was pronounced one way? not
No,
another?
I've actually been very good about my phonetics for the most part.
What? Not a... What about roof?
That's dialect based.
I know.
That's not me being incorrect. That's actually correct in certain places depending on how you say words.
So, but what were you gonna give as an example?
Let's go, Darius.
My dad really likes, or really used to like the movie Labyrinth, the David Bowie one.
Oh, I knew you were gonna bring this one up.
My dad did not prior. I think at this point in time, my dad was like 48 or so. At the time, my dad had never said Labyrinth before in front of anybody that would correct him. And so, what he said instead
Still
is
alive? Come on.
way too much buildup. Yeah, my dad said Labyrinth instead. Or no. He said Labyrinth.
Labyrinth.
Labyrinth. He never actually, like, closely looked at the word, so it's like, oh yeah, that makes sense. No, Dad. No, it doesn't. I kind of felt bad as a 7th grader being like, Dad, that's not how it's spelled or pronounced.
Aw.
You're gonna make me wait, huh?
She's sassing us.
Hey, you don't keep a woman waiting.
She's sassing us. We're getting lootskis.
You're standing her up.
Looking at all these loot skis. I like all these loot skis. And it's not one of those where I can do
This
like
is the Pharaoh's life-threatening situation. Well,
Yeah, hardly. Hardly life-threatening. Shit's on fire, yo.
It would be interesting if there were games where you were timed for various things. So that would be also very, very tedious.
Yeah.
You don't know how glad I am to see you.
Same here. Darius!
No! Go back! The tunnel's full of them!
What now?
We find the man behind this, and the trail starts back at the temple.
Our recon drone's already done a flyover, Mason, and all it found there was your truck.
Frank, ask your CO to ease up, man. I'm a veteran.
Explain what you were doing at the location where the hostiles originated.
I was hired by cultists pretending to be salvagers. Adam Hale was there. He set up the whole thing.
Hale was killed at the terraform.
Unconfirmed. We never found the body. Did we, Frank?
Sir, I suppose it is possible that Hale...
Sergeant, convey Mason to base camp, under guard. Mount up!
Colonel, don't do this. He's not one of them.
I can detain you as well.
Approaching base camp. And a perimeter of 2 clicks.
This is bullshit, Frank. You should be hunting Hale and his followers.
And you're sure it was him?
You think I wouldn't know that voice?
Then just cooperate and you'll be clear.
I've been cooperating. All it got me was chased by a lynch mob and rolled up by Red Faction.
Is that your girl back there?
Car? No. Well, once. Almost. I've never been known for my sense of timing.
Holy shit, they're everywhere!
Dismount! Engage hostile!
Woohoo! And you know what?
I am very happy about a number of things from that cutscene.
I love their faces.
Yeah, the faces in this game are so weirdly expressive, it's awesome.
They're just gonna keep coming!
Like, that part impresses me in a lot of ways.
I know, it
Get
was...
us all killed!
Mason, what are you doing?
Saving your ass!
Yeah, I think I had said this
am I going?
before, but even though we were playing through Mass Effect... I
Like, the
still-
faces looked weird. Yeah. Hold on.
Yeah, the faces are just really well animated in this game.
Yeah, I still think they should have... That's new.
It's gonna chuck things at you.
That's new.
Oh, what?
Sam, how do I
Wrong
kill
gun.
this thing?
From afar, and with very large weapons.
Do you...
Humorously sassy. I like it.
Can't do that, sir. I gave you an order. If you kill him, we all die.
No, did you hear what Mason said right after you said, that's new?
No, I didn't.
He said, that's new.
Yeah, I was
I
not
think on
paying
a
that much attention.
On a couple of occasions, we've actually said precisely what they have.
I mean, partly his dialogue is kind of predictable, but in, like, a decent way.
Mm-hmm.
Like, in this case, it's predictable because that's what would make the most amount of sense. And I guess it mirrors the player's reactions. That was a nice jump. I'm proud of that jump.
Energy.
Manager. Let's get some hammers.
What were the other things
Okay.
you wanted to say?
The other thing I was very happy about, and I hope I don't get interrupted too much about this, but Kara, her in that cutscene made me very happy. Can you guess why?
Because it couldn't have been anything about the attire. Was it how she stood up to them?
No, it was her attire.
Really?
No, did you notice, like, her tits
her
were...
bodysuit changed.
Yeah, her bodysuit actually changed for her being outside. And the fact that they put that into this game impresses me intensely. You kind of mentioned this, and I brushed it off a little bit earlier just because there's other stuff to mention. But the fact that this game has one female character, admittedly, and she hasn't had much of a presence, but what amount of her there's been has been intensely respectable. Hey.
Stay out of the tentacles' reach.
Okay, so can't do that.
I do feel kind of bad that they just drove off. And they're like, sorry, girl.
Well, she probably gets a car and, like, shows up and drives away with us before they can take us back to Red Faction base. I think shooting those things with pistols is a more effective method. Oh, hey, it's one of you guys. Kablam!
I thought the head wrapped on her looked sort of silly.
Yeah, it did. I think people should have masks instead of head wraps, honestly.
I thought that with that suit, she should have had something akin to, oh, you know, like how you can get some really cool scuba gear kind of stuff that encases your head and neck?
Yeah.
And then you put a mask or something over top?
Yeah. See, that would have been cool. And yeah, you know what, fine. Mediocre design choice there, but at the same time, it was still exceedingly more respectful than I thought it was going to be. I was going to mention, like, going out there with her rack exposed like that is just ridiculous. But no. They actually gave her a change in a bodysuit, which I think is a wonderful design choice. And I
mean,
you know,
even her normal outfit with, you know, the exposed shoulder and...
Yeah, I mean,
stuff wasn't bad.
Yeah, it's not, I mean, the most conservative of garb, but I have seen way worse in games. I think the only other game that's done a fairly good job with, like, its random female character is Bulletstorm. Oh, that's what we should play after this. That would be a perfect follow-up to this one. Because I don't want to play another Red Faction game for a little while. Even though I want to play Gorilla. Out of my face.
Well, also, it would sort of be backtracking if we...
I still want to play it.
Oh, there's another one of those thingamajigs.
Yeah, lots of them.
No, I'm talking about on the side of the hill. It's another arm thing
I know.
throwing stuff at you.
I know. I'm kind of taking out the little dudes. Because they're the pesky ones. I guess they're the infinite ones, so I should probably just ignore it.
Right. Isn't it always an interesting conundrum where you're going, should I destroy the big bad boss?
I mean, it's not even a big bad boss, it's just a big wiggly
harder
thing.
enemy. Or should I destroy the little enemies first? Of course, in some situations, it's dependent upon whether or not you destroy the big thing in time.
Yep.
Oh,
there's an
no
audio
recording.
log, too. Well, now we can take out the little guys. Punch him in the face. Alright. So, there's more on the way, but we will see you guys on the next episode of Desert Storm Shoot Faction. Yes.